The kids ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the village board meeting of October 10th. Please join us in our pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, Mrs. Thomas.
Trustee Purcell. Trustee Willis.
Here.
Trustee Colton. Here. Trustee Hyperman.
Here.
Trustee Harris Jones. Here. Trustee Roman. Here. President Holbrook.
Here, representing staff this evening, excuse my voice, our village manager Napoleon Haney. Our village attorney is missing. He's recovering from the marathon. Our police chief Denise McGrath, fire chief Bob Grabowski, community and economic development director Angela Maceras, and assistant village manager Tyler Hall. The minutes, let's combine these. The minutes of the committee of the whole of September 19th, as well as the regular meeting of September 26th. Any additions or corrections, Trustee Willis?
Nothing from them.
Trustee Colton? Trustee Heiferman? No. Trustee Harris Jones? And Trustee Roman?
I don't have any comments, but can we combine them to vote on if I need to abstain from one of them?
I do as well.
We'll take them separately.
Already.
With- Will, may I have a motion to approve the committee of the whole meeting of September 19th?
Second.
Been moved by Trustee Colton, seconded by Trustee Harris Jones. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Abstain.
Trustee Colton. Aye. Trustee Hyperman. Aye. Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Roman.
Abstain.
The minutes are approved of the committee of the whole. The regular meeting of September 26th, a motion to approve, please.
So. Second.
Been moved by Trustee Colton, seconded by Trustee Roman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Colton. Aye. Trustee Hyperman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Those minutes are approved. The claims list in the amount of $741,501.08. Trustee Willis, comments or questions?
Nothing.
Trustee Colton. Trustee Heiferman. Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Roman. May I have a motion to approve the claims list, please?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Trustee Willis, seconded by Trustee Roman. Oh, it's Trustee Harris Jones. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Colton. Aye. Trustee Hyperman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Claims list is approved. Of that almost $742,000, two items comprise the majority of that list. Our payment for 1 month's health insurance for village employees was $255,000, and the first payment for the Marlin Lane water line was $142,000. That came to $397,000, or 54% of that claims list. Meet the merchants, Ms. Maceras.
Good evening. Tonight we have with us Crumble Cookie, represented by Derek Hinks, one of the owners. Crumble Cookie opened about a month ago, September 8th, at 17751 Halsted Street. It is on the west side of the street in the plaza between Jewel and Home Depot. And would you like to introduce your business tonight?
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, so my name is Derek Hinks. My wife and I, we do own the Crumble Cookies here in Homewood. It's between Joe Wasco and Home Depot, and it's our third location. I want to thank the mayor and the Homewood Village tonight for allowing me to be able to come here and introduce myself as well as our business, and reach out to the community. I'm just going to tell you a quick short story about how the company started, as well as how my wife and I got started. So In the beginning, there was two crazy cousins, and you may think in the beginning it was a very long time ago, but it was only 6 years ago. So Crumble Cookies, 900 locations, 6 years ago. It was two crazy cousins. They wanted to perfect the flour, sugar, and chocolate chips, and make the perfect chocolate chip cookie. And so they had no baking experience at all. So what they do, they actually took it to the people, and they said, okay, hey, we want to make a recipe A, recipe B, and we'll take it to the people, and you pick A or B. And then they would take that and then they would perfect C and D and E and F. And they just kept doing that until they found what they thought was the perfect chocolate chip cookie. And they actually still do that today. So you can still find test stores that do that today. The first store opened up in Logan, Utah in 2017. And then they introduced the weekly rotating menu. So they only have 6 cookies a week. We only have 6 cookies a week. And over 250 flavors, but you got to see what next week's flavor is on Sunday. So that's when you have to wait and see, and then you have to go to the next Sunday, right? So a quick story about my wife and I. So I always wanted to own my own business. The timing was never right. I think we've kind of had that as a personal experience for just about every aspect of life, right? But we lived in Utah our whole life. We never thought we were ever going to move. We actually built a house there, and we thought we were going to live there forever. And then the pandemic hit, and my job took a turn for the worse. And then I received a job offer here in Chicago. And my wife and I never thought we'd ever move to Chicago. Living in Utah, we're like, oh, we'll never go to Chicago. But what did we find? We found that we absolutely love it here. We were only going to stay for 2 years. We're actually on our 3rd year now. We have no plans of moving anywhere, and we absolutely love it. We fell in love with the area. We fell in love with the people. We fell in love with the city. Just fell in love with everything around. And so what happened though is that my wife and I, we took a trip to Wisconsin Dells, and she missed her crumble cookies and some of the restaurants in Utah. And so we took a trip to Wisconsin Dells, and a Crumble Cookies opened up in Wisconsin. It was an hour detour each way. But she's like, we're going 2 hour round trip detour for Crumble Cookies. And so I wasn't really loving my job that much, and so I was looking for a new opportunity, and then I found Crumble Cookies. And so it kind of satisfied my wife's craving to have Crumble Cookies, and it satisfied my desire to have a business. And so we opened up our very first location in Dyer, Indiana in July of 2022. From then we actually opened up a Tinley Park location in January of 2023. And then just last month, we opened up one here in Homewood of 2023 as well, after discussion with the mayor and with Angela as well on the opportunity to do that. So we're very community-based though. So throughout our 2 existing stores and soon our Homewood location, we've donated thousands and thousands of dollars to sponsor high school basketball teams, high school dance teams, recreational soccer clubs, baseball clubs, hosted multiple school fundraisers. I think we have 9 alone in one of our stores this year, right? We donated raffle baskets to schools and organizations to raise money for them. We've also donated cookies to firefighters, police officers, hospitals, nursing homes. And we've also had the opportunity to help our staff, who we call bakers, to be able to give them an opportunity to work in a safe place. We have a code of conduct that they can work in a safe place without free of judgment, right? And so they can come and just enjoy themselves. And our retention is really high. We have about 75% retention rate in our stores. So for fast food and, you know, for food environment, that's really, really good. And then also we provide a welcoming environment where when you walk in the door, you'll hear welcome to Crumble, and we just want to bring you part of our community inside of our store. And so I do want to thank the mayor. I want to thank the village for allowing me to come up here. And we're excited to be here. Can't wait to get involved in some of the city activities and some of the recreational teams that we have around here in high schools. And we're excited to be part of Homewood. So
Your hours, Derek.
So we are open Monday through Saturday. Monday through Thursday is 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday is 8 a.m. to midnight. And then Sunday, we're actually closed. So yeah, if you want to cook at 11:30 at night, come on down. 11:30. I'll be there rest at 11:30. But yes.
And the important thing, this week's flavors.
This week's flavors. Actually, I brought a box for you guys. That's why I was like just almost late. But it's pumpkin chocolate chip cookie. It's peaches and cream. We have a milk chocolate chip. We have a double fudge brownie, as well as a Pop-Tart cookie as well. And so it's It's a good week. Yeah, strawberry pop tart.
Your very first store was in Dyer, was it?
Yes, sir.
That very strange looking man back there is the police chief in Dyer. He's probably a customer
Oh,
of yours. Yeah.
Yeah. You look familiar.
That's-
All right.
He has a chocolate around his chin. That's-
We love the Dyer Police Station. We love the Dyer Police Station. Every police station that we have in the cities that we're at, they take care of us. So we really like it. So,
Keep those cookies coming.
all right.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Hear from the audience. If anyone in the audience would like to address the board on anything this evening, please raise your hand. If not, oaths of office. I will start off with Chief Grabowski and our building division permit clerk.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. I would like to introduce our newest employee in the building division, Sharice Campbell. He's right over here to the right. Sharice is an only child raised by her mother in the south suburban area of Dalton, where she attended Thornridge High School. After graduating, Sharice went on to attend Robert Morris University, where she studied business administration and graduated with an associate's degree. Sharice comes to Homewood as a licensed real estate leasing agent with 16 years of experience, which also includes 16 years of working with contractors. She formerly assisted managing several properties in the Chicago area, including one of the largest cooperatives in Chicago. Sharice and her husband Shamari reside in Flossmoor with their 5 children, which she adores. This is her first time working for a village. She's been in the private sector her whole career, mostly since graduating. In her limited time, her very limited time, Sharice enjoys interior decorating and fashion design. So at this time, I would ask her to step up and swear in.
I state your name. I, Shirley Campbell, having been appointed to, the position of the division permit clerk, building division permit clerk. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the municipal ordinances for the village of Homewood, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office, to the best of my ability, to the best of my ability.
And now the scoring in for the latest Assistant Director of Economic and Community Development, Ms. Maceras.
Thank you. Good evening again. Noah Schumer was hired as the Assistant Director of Economic and Community Development. Noah's background is in municipal planning with experience working on planning and development issues in Gilbert, Arizona, Casa Grande, Arizona, and Green Bay, Wisconsin. Noah graduated with a master's in urban and environmental planning from Arizona State University in 2022 and previously attended Calvin University in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Noah is passionate about transit-oriented development, developing safe and enjoyable urban environments for pedestrians and bicyclists, and building community spaces accessible to people of all ages and abilities. Noah lives in Hyde Park, Chicago, as he supports his fiance, who's attending law school at the University of Chicago. He's eager to participate in the Homewood community, and you might find him playing tennis at the HF Racket Club or enjoying a book at the Nature Preserve. Thank you.
Noah, come on up, please.
I state your name,
I, Noah Schumer,
having been appointed to
the
position of
position of
Assistant Director of Economic and Community Development
Assistant Director of Economic and Community Development
for the village of Homewood,
for the Village of Homewood,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the municipal ordinances
and the municipal ordinances
for the village of Homewood,
for the village of Homewood,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
Mrs. Thomas, the omnibus vote, please.
The board is asked to approve resolution R 3163, honoring Richard Sewell on his retirement from the Homewood Police Department after 18 years of service. The board is asked to approve the appointment of Regina Zofeld to the Tree Committee to serve a 3-year term through October 10, 2026.
Comments or questions from anyone in the audience with regard to these matters? Board comments? Okay, may I have a motion to approve the omnibus vote, please? Been moved by trustee Colton, second. Trustee Willis. Trustee Willis, seconded by trustee Heiferman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis. Aye. Trustee Colton. Aye. Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Bowman.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Chief?
Rick, if you can join me up here, please. Clerk Thomas will be reading the resolution that details Richard Sewell's many accomplishments. But on a personal note, Rick and his wife Marcy are soon to be grandparents for the first time this week. And they're going to be relocating out of state. So I would just like to wish them both well on their new endeavors. Congratulate Rick on his retirement. We're going to miss you, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
A resolution honoring Richard Sewell on his retirement from the village of Homewood. Whereas Richard Sewell joined the Homewood Police Department on June 27, 2005, having previously served as a Harvey police officer from January 13, 1998 until November 3, 1999. And a Thornton police officer from November 3, 1999 until his hiring in Homewood. And whereas Richard Sewell served in the United States Navy from December 27, 1990 to November 26, 1994, and the United States Navy Reserve from November 26, 1994 to October 16, 1998 as a medical corpsman. And whereas Richard Sewell received his Bachelor of Science in Public Safety Management in 2016 and his Master of Science in Public Safety Administration in 2020 from Calumet College of St. Joseph. And whereas Richard Sewell was appointed to the position of Tactical Officer in May 2007 and appointed to the position of Detective in December 2008. And whereas Richard Sewell was promoted to the rank of Police Sergeant on October 23, 2012. And whereas Richard Sewell was appointed to the position of Detective Sergeant in August of 2014. And whereas Richard Sewell graduated from Northwestern Center for Public Safety School of Police Staff and Command in January 2016. And whereas Richard Sewell was appointed to the position of Deputy Chief of Police in September 2016. And whereas Richard Sewell has had many additional special assignments during his career, including juvenile specialist, evidence technician, range officer, and field training commander. And whereas Richard Sewell has received numerous letters of appreciation and commendations from the Homewood Police Department, private citizens, local businesses, and other police agencies in the course of his career. And whereas Richard Sewell has been a leader and role model who is respected and held in high esteem by his friends, professional peers, and members of the community for conducting himself and representing the village of Homewood with the utmost concern for fairness, service, and professionalism. And whereas Richard Sewell retired on September 29, 2023, after 18 years of dedicated service to the village of Homewood, and a combined total of 25 years and 9 months as a law enforcement officer. His service to the police department and the citizens of Homewood is hereby recognized. Now therefore be it resolved that President Hopefeld and members of the Board of Trustees are honoring Richard Sewell and commending him for 18 years of outstanding dedicated service to the citizens of Homewood. On behalf of the citizens of Homewood, the President and Board of Trustees hereby extend best wishes to Sergeant Sewell as he enters his retirement.
Thank you for everything.
I will say just really quickly, thank you, Chief. Appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you. It's been a long road. You don't try to get emotional in these kind of things, and when I had my final 1042, I refused to cry. And I didn't, so I'm kind of proud of that. But what I'll say to the village board is that's your future back there. You guys, you keep this village going. So thank you for being there for me and all that you've done. So good job, keep it up. Bill, been instrumental my whole career. 23 years we've been at it together. We've got our secrets and we had our fun. I think we've just about done it all. Can't thank the village enough. This has been a pleasure to work in this village. The citizens were great. I've enjoyed all the encounters I've had. The mayor, thank you so much. When Napoleon became village manager, I said, hey, do you need a new assistant village manager? I don't know things. My daughter was pregnant, so I had to get. You do this job, you miss out on a lot. Birthdays, Christmases, Thanksgiving, dance recitals. I can't tell you how much I missed of my family, but I can't do it all without my wife. Yeah. She's the rock. Guys, keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud to have served each and every one of you. And all I gotta say, so thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Rick will be the only Texan in Massachusetts. General board discussion, Trustee Willis, Trustee Colton, Trustee Heiferman.
I just want to say that many of us in the community have friends and family in Israel. And I have to say that the attacks on Hamas, attacks by Hamas on Israel are deeply condemnable and utterly unacceptable. These acts of violence, which indiscriminately target civilian populations, violate the basic principles of humanity and peace. The deliberate targeting of innocent civilians is a heinous crime that cannot be justified under any circumstances. It's imperative for our little community as part of the international community to unite and unequivocally denounce these attacks and work towards peace.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Thank you.
Trustee Harris Jones, Trustee Roman. I just have one thing I'd like to offer on behalf of the board, our condolences to Fred Serziga, the chairman of our planning and zoning board, on the death of his wife, Susie. Some of you may have known Susie as the owner of Susie's Hallmark over the years. She passed away unexpectedly. So on behalf of the board, Fred and your family, our condolences. With that, may I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved by Trustee Colton, seconded by Trustee Roman. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Colton.
Aye.
Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Ron.
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you all.